jump around, girls jump on that dick. It ain't gonna be no standing around, now let's get crunk in this bitch. And ladies, show them your shit a little hip, a little thigh. Whole pleasure for the eye, then the more a nigga try. You can find me stretched out in my 850i or my big 600. Believe Trina done it, believe I'm diamond studded. Stay flooded like a damn Chase Grants, cause I am what I am. Don't give a damn go.
You see a fly nigga, baby, yeah, I don't trip. Just give him that dive, I'ma give him that.
And if you see a fly bitch, nigga, holla, don't trip. Break her off a few dollars, take her on a few trips. You gotta
give him that dive, I'ma give him that. Then you give him little wind up, give him little dip.
If you see a fly bitch, nigga, holla, don't trip. Break her off a few dollars, take her on a few trips. Back to the lesson at hand, stick to my plans. When it comes to seeing men after men, don't give a damn about his cars or his brands. Well, what? Cause I'ma make my own ends. And that's what's up. Ladies, let's say you want a man, but don't know how to do it. Dirty dance with him, put a little back into it. Go catch a wall, shawty, end up at the mall, starty. Try the dog, waldy, make him spend it all on you. Yup, and make that nigga ball for you. Then have him begging for that kitty cat. Whining and dining for that ass, give him none of that. Just let him know, say, make a bitch rich, cause the baddest bitch taught you that.
You see a fly nigga, baby, yeah, I don't trip. Just give him that dive, I'ma give him that.
And if you see a fly bitch, nigga, holla, don't trip. Break her off a few dollars, take her on a few trips.
Give him that dive, I'ma give him that. Then you give him little wind up, give him little dip.
If you see a fly bitch, nigga, holla, don't trip. Break her off a few dollars, take her on a few trips. The baddest bitch is back. I'm back. Part 2. I'm reloaded. And I'm killing you hoes. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. I don't care what a bitch is thinking, how a hoe feel. Cause ain't now one of you hoes paying my bills. And ain't now one of you hoes finna buy me a crib. And ain't now one of you hoes finna get me a whip. I know I must make a lot of y'all hoes sick. All I can tell you is ho, get used to it, bitch. Cause Miss Trina the baddest as it fucking get. And I don't sweat niggas, I don't fight over dick. So why you fucking for free? I'm trying to get rich. And don't you cross that line, cause I get hot quick. And if you do, it's gonna be me and you up in this bitch. And I'ma show you why they call me the baddest bitch. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. You see the outfit, bitch, and you know what it costs. Look at how my ass poke out when I walk. Cause your nigga wanna fuck me, it ain't my fault. And that pussy sit a real nasty in my shots. Hate and love it cause you broke hoes gon' talk. And I can go in any club and shut that bitch down. And I can come to your city and make it my town. So when you see me, ho, you better smile and don't frown. Cause I got a couple of my dogs that's ready to clown. And you be best off sitting your tired ass down. And all you jealous ass hoes, you better move round. And that's these hoes and they ain't how it gets down. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. You see the outfit, bitch. I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you hoes. The topic of discussion, I can fuck whoever I want. Look at me, bitch. I got everything you hoes want. I can fuck a nigga in a Bentley or a nigga in the dump. You get your money in pieces, I get mine in a lump. You only ballin' on weekends, I ball a whole month. I'm just a hood bitch with suburban cash. A little fly ass chick who got a lot of class. I wanna spend your money, nigga, and put mine in the stash. You got me fucked up, cause Trina gon' have the last laugh. I get your hustle a hoe, look like you doing bad. You lost a lot of weight, shit, you falling off fast. I feel sorry for you, might let you borrow some ass. You see the outfit, bitch, I'm killing you hoes. Cute face and ass swole. I'm killing you hoes. I got the best pussy out. I'm killing you hoes. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm killing you
that be natural.
Lady D.
Ain't looking tacky. I keep my game tackled.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm so nappy.
M.O.B.
Cause that be natural.
The infamous.
Ain't looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tackled.
I'm so pretty, I'm so fabu, I'm so natural, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo, fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon, getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all just dirty on that cartoon and I'm still on top.
What up, everybody? Let me clear my throat. So yeah, hey guys, and welcome back to Afros and Baby Hairs live stream. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the notifications bell and set it to all. Please give us a thumbs up to help us grow. And if you are entertained, please share our channel with family and friends. Now that I got that out of the way, how are you guys? I just wanted to come through and do the second part of our live that we started yesterday, and because I was so tired, I couldn't get through it all. So I want to get through these topics, even though a few other things have happened since yesterday, because these people are always doing the most. So yeah, guys, if you want to call in, the number is 512-981-6932 and give your commentary, your thoughts, anything you guys want to talk about within reason. We can talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. Now, where we left off yesterday, we were talking about Megan Thee Stallion and what was going on with her record label. So I have an article here I want to read. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So this is from vulture.com. And it says, what's up with Megan Thee Stallion's messy label legal battle? It says, known hottie Megan Thee Stallion claims her label 1501 Certified Entertainment is stiffing her on payment. In a now deleted Instagram post, Megan alleges that she has never received a payment from 1501 in her life. For several years, she has expressed her desire to leave the independent Houston label led by ex-baseball player Carl Crawford. On March 21st, 1501 countersued the rapper over the definition of an album, claiming that 2021 Something for the Hotties does not fulfill the requirements to be deemed an album. The countersuit follows Meg's original February 2022 lawsuit, in which she claimed that Something counted as an album. Oh gosh, here we go. In which she claimed that Something counted as an album and would contribute towards satisfying her obligations to the label. The new legal storm arrives after Megan's previous lawsuits against 1501, in which she claimed the label barred her from releasing new music after she tried to renegotiate their contract. Below, we break down their current legal battles and the circumstances that led to her fallout. So, what is an album in its context? If it looks like an album and sounds like an album, it still might not be an album by the legal definition. According to Meg, an album is a 15-minute long musical project. By that definition, Something for the Hotties is a bona fide album because it exceeds the 45-minute runtime by exactly 2 seconds. If Megan's definition of an album is supported in court, her contract with 1501 would be fulfilled, and she could finally free herself from the label and Crawford, whom she dragged in multiple tweets. According to 1501 Certified Entertainment, Something for the Hotties is not an album, is not album enough, relegating it to mixtape status. 1501 claimed that Something does not fulfill the 45-minute definition of an album either, as it is made up of 21 recordings and includes spoken interlude recordings on which MTS does not appear, as well as several previous release recordings. Instead, the label alleges that Something contains only 29 minutes of original material, Megan's lawyer, Brad Hancock, told Complex. This is yet another absurd attempt by 1501 to disregard Megan's album and squeeze more money and free work out of her for as long as possible. We will ask the court to protect Megan from this type of abuse. How many lawsuits are there? 4 so far. In March 2020, Megan sued 1501 for allegedly stopping her from releasing new music, requesting that the judge throw out her current contract with the label. Megan took her troubles to Instagram Live. When I signed, I didn't really know what was in my contract. I think I was like 20, she said, under the current contract. Megan receives a 40% cut of the recording profits, while 1501 receives the remaining 60%, a departure from the industry standard of 50-50 recording profits. This 360 deal also means that Megan must cede profits from sectors that labels usually can't touch, including publishing, touring income, merchandising, and more. The performer claims that after signing with Roc Nation, the agency told her the contract was iffy. She decided to renegotiate with 1501, which led the label to bar her from releasing new music. On March 2nd, she won a court battle to instate a temporary restraining order against 1501 that allowed her to release Sugar. Wow. So, it says here, Megan Thee Stallion says that 1501 isn't letting her drop new music due to her requesting to negotiate her contract.
When I signed, I didn't really know what was in my contract. I was young, I think I was like 20. And I didn't know everything that was in that contract. So when I got with Roc Nation, I got management, real management. I got real lawyers. And they was like, do you know that this is in your contract? And I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. No, I didn't know. So I'm not mad at 1501. I wasn't upset because I'm thinking in my head, oh, well, everybody cool. We all family. It's cool. It's nice. Let me just ask some niggas to renegotiate my contract. Soon as I said I want to renegotiate my contract, everything went left. Like, it just all went bad. It all went left. So now they're telling the bitch that she can't drop no music. It's really just like a greedy game. Like, it's really just real greedy. Wasn't trying to lead a label. Wasn't trying to not give nobody money that they feel like they entitled to. I just want to renegotiate some shit. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not a person that like confrontation. I'm not a person that's a bitch. Like, I work with everybody, and I'm nice, and I'm real family oriented. But niggas gonna be niggas, and they gonna be greedy, and they gonna be shady. And I see the shit that people be that can't be saying about me, and I'll be like, damn. Well, since you got so much to say, why you just won't tell them? Why you mad? You mad because I don't want to roll over and bow down like a little bitch, and you don't want to renegotiate my contract. Niggas be like, oh, yeah, they made Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was Megan Thee Stallion before I even got over there. I've been rapping, been freestyling, been doing me, been mad.
Wow. I'm like, where was the lawyer when she signed this contract? She needed the lawyer then. Let's continue to read. I hope y'all heard the first part of her the little video too, because I had it muted. My bad. Anyway, profanity. Yeah, I have no control over that. D-man. Anyway, shout out to the chat. In August 2021, Megan filed another suit against 1501 to permit her foray into the K-pop stan market with a remix of Butter by BTS. Her label allegedly blocked her from releasing the song, but she claimed in court documents that barring the song's release would cause irreparable damage to her career. Megan won the suit, giving the world the Megan Thee Stallion times BTS collaboration we didn't know we needed. On February 18th, 2022, Megan filed a suit claiming that something verifiably meets the definition of an album with this 45-minute, 2-second runtime. If the project is determined to be an album in court, it will count toward fulfilling Megan's contract, meaning she can leave 1501 sooner rather than later. 1501 countersued Megan on March 21st by claiming that something is not an album. If the court rules in favor of 1501, Megan would be contractually obligated to release 2 more albums under the label. Megan expressed her desire to terminate the contract with 1501, claiming she is tired of being painted the bad guy. 247. I think that's supposed to be 24/7. But anyway, she also claimed that Crawford added his jewelry and chains to the expense report. Sounds messy. And there's even more back and forth between Megan and Crawford going down on social media. Here are a few tweets that really express how down with all this Meg is. Okay. First, the man over my label said I don't make him any money. Now the countersuing trying to keep me on his label because he wants to make more money. LOL. If I ain't making you no money, why not just drop me? She got a point. My lawyers asked him for an expense report, money 1501 supposedly has spent on me. Why this grown-ass man put his jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke-ass label. I choose not to say nothing back about court and address shit online, but I'm getting tired of being painted the bad guy. 247. The last girl on 1501 mad at this man too. Also, how can I owe you any of my money outside of music when your team can't even provide actual statements of what I owe? You also haven't paid me since 2019. Your team signed off on something for the hotties to count as an album. Now it's not. Jokes. Bye. I'm not speaking to nobody else on here. See y'all in court. How did 1501 respond to Megan's tweets and allegation? 1501 reposted screenshots of a TMZ article about the countersuit on its account at 1501 Certified Int, along with an inflammatory caption asking Megan to stop playing the victim. You haven't paid for one show since 2019, hiding behind Rock Nation, the label added. 1501 also dismissed something as a bullshit-ass mixtape. This is from 1501. Megan Thee Stallion record label sues her. Last album didn't count. You owe us. Stop playing the victim. Well, I just read that in the above paragraph. Has anyone else signed to the label said anything? Megan gripes with 1501 are not an isolated incident. Hardy Boy Pig, the first artist signed by 1501, told Complex that after he was recruited by Crawford, then business partner T. Ferris, the label left me for dead the whole time I was in jail. The same shit Megan went through, I was going through, he said. Rapper Harold Luja told Complex that he wanted out of his contract as well, comparing the deal to signing with the devil. T. Ferris also introduced singer Rayleigh Rose to the label. Although Rose never signed a contract, she claimed they distributed most of my music, and I never received any statements on earning. I was never given a true advance. In her tweets, when Megan referred to the last girl on 1501, who also felt wronged by the label, many speculated that it was Erica Banks, the busted rapper and rising rap star. Banks signed with 1501 after turning down deals with DaBaby, Atlantic Records, and Capitol Records. Banks has not publicly mentioned any issues with 1501 at this time. What's next for Megan Thee Stallion? The ensuing legal clash rages as Megan and 1501 Crawford decide what constitutes as an album in court. Megan released the track Sweetest Pie, a collaboration with Dua Lipa, on March 11th. Although she is still releasing new tracks, a court ruling will decide whether or not Crawford will continue to reap the benefits of Megan's lucrative music career. 1501 also demanded to see a full accounting of Megan's profits from the collaborations, sponsorships, endorsements, and side engagements that could chalk up to $1 million. Megan is one of 1501's biggest stars with over 28.6 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Additionally, if 1501 does file a defamation suit as it threatened on Instagram, the rapper and her label will continue their messy legal battle after we find out what an album really is. Wow, this is a mess. But I heard it was more said than that. Cause I heard that I heard it through the grapevine that this Carl Crawford dude was saying she was doing something strange for a little change with just about everybody in the industry. Y'all read between the lines, but yeah, that's what, you know, I heard. What do y'all think? Really, it does sound like this executive or whoever he's supposed to do, this dude that's over 1501, he sounds to be a bit shady. If that many people is having complaints and all of that, and they didn't even mention that girl Kayona. She had an issue with them as well when she asked about money and stuff, but I think she decided to drop herself from their label. But yeah, I think D-Man had asked, like, why do people sign stuff that they don't know? You know, why are they signing like documents they don't even know what they're saying or what it means? Some people can't read contracts like that, and if they could, some people still don't understand them. So I think, you know, by her saying she was only 20 years old, meaning she was naive, you know what I'm saying? And when you're young like that and you have these opportunities, you just jump on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, he has money. I know he has started a label. He used to be a baseball player, and I could be one of his first artists, you know, not thinking that, you know, these people would take advantage of them. But at the end of the day, these type of things happen. So I hope this is a lesson learned for up and coming artists out there, especially if you're young. Like, get your parents, somebody who has some kind of legal knowledge, business knowledge, something to help you read through these contracts instead of just signing them. You know, luckily Megan is successful, but at the same time, you know, if she hadn't have made it to such levels in this industry, then, you know what I'm saying, she probably could have been like somebody who is suffering in the long run. Like, now I'm in debt and I owe this company all of this money because they're not paying me anything. And I'm signing this deal that says I gotta make all of these albums. What if the albums don't sell? What if they didn't sell? You know what I'm saying? And now you don't have any money to pay this record label back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explain it, but I don't know if I'm coming off clearly. It's like, you know, they can put in D-Man, what are you talking about? Popeye's commercial. You throwing me off. You know how record labels, they'll sign an artist that hasn't even done anything, any type of music for them, and they'll say, well, we're gonna give you a $100,000 advance, you know, sign-on bonus. But you're signing a deal where you have to sell at least like 1 million copies of your first album, and as well as pay back this $100,000 that they gave you in advance. And then they pay for like your video shoots, your studio time, wardrobe, travel, hotels, all of this that's exceeding the $100,000. And then you make this album and it doesn't even sell. You're not getting booked for any shows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you end up being indebted to this company. So that's what I'm saying. In Megan's case, she is successful. She ended up being successful. Whereas someone else may not be as successful. So that's what I'm saying. Let me know what y'all think about it. But D-Man, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, yeah. She at Popeyes now? I thought it was a McDonald's Hottie meal. Or was that Sweetie? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, moving on. We got some more interesting news. So let me share my screen. This is a shocker, so brace yourselves. So this is an article about Kabuti Mensah. I guess that's her name. This is an Instagram model left with deflated breast after her implant exploded. Oh yeah, her name is Sophie Anderson. A former Instagram model is going viral after her breast literally exploded after complications surrounding her implant. I'm glad they got it blurred out because they actually showed everything. So, oh my God, what? Okay. Instagram model left with deflated breast after her implant exploded. D-Man. Sophie Anderson, a former Instagram model, is going viral after her breast literally exploded after complications surrounding her implant surgery. Sophie Anderson, who calls herself an actress, comedian, model, has been in and out of the hospital following her latest breast augmentation surgery. But this time, things went crazy. Y'all can see the pictures. One is still round and the other one is flat. And then she's showing it right here. She literally showed this on Twitter. And it looked crazy. Sophie Anderson explained, for the fourth time after having sepsis in a year in my breast, unfortunately, it got so bad this time that I got a pus buildup. The former beauty continued. After squeezing out all the pus in the desperate to save the implant, I was left with necrosis. The dead skin died and the implant totally came through the skin. The implant pushed the nipple to the side, and now I've got to have the implant removed to save my body from getting sepsis into my organs. Sophie, who has now launched a GoFundMe account to raise money for reconstruction surgery, added, "My implant exploded last night. I managed to get into hospital, but now I've got to wait till I can get my reconstruction of breast." I'm not going to play this video, even though it's not really showing that much, but for nudity reasons. D-Man, you are killing me in these comments. For nudity reasons, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to... I don't want to get this video flagged or anything like that, but yeah. It was a lot, y'all. What y'all think about this? To me, it just seems like a lesson learned. It should be anyway. Like, leave your body alone, child. Just leave it alone. Because I don't even think it's worth all that. And It didn't look good. And it definitely didn't look good after it exploded. And what is sepsis? Anyway, moving on. The next topic is actually, which is interesting. This is about the male birth control pill. So let me go ahead and share this so we can read. And I'm going to tell y'all what I heard a few men saying. Like, I'm concerned. But let's go ahead and read it. Early study of male birth control pill finds it safe and effective. A new study found a once daily pill was effective in lowering hormones required for sperm production. And that looked just like the women kind. A contraceptive pill for men is a step closer to approval after early trials of a once daily pill showed it to be safe and effective, according to researchers. The new pill, known as DMAU for its clinical name, dimethendrolone undecanoate. Oh gosh, we just gonna call it DMAU. Is similar to the female birth control pill. It contains a combination of hormones and androgen like testosterone and progestin, said the study senior investigator, Dr. Stephanie Page, a professor of medicine at the University of Washington. DMAU is a major step forward in the development of once daily male pill, Page said at the Endocrine Society annual conference. Many men say they would prefer a daily pill as a reversible contraceptive rather than long-acting injections or topical gels, which are also in development. Development of the male birth control pill has been hindered because current available forms of oral testosterone could lead to liver inflammation, and they clear the body too quickly, requiring 2 daily pills. However, DMAU contains undecanoate, which slows down this clearance. Researchers studied 100 men taking different doses of DMAU as well as a placebo pill. Men who were on the highest dose of the pill, 400 milligrams, showed marked suppression of levels of their testosterone and 2 hormones required for sperm production. Page said these results are consistent with effective male contraception shown in longer-term studies. Participants did have a slight decrease in their HDL, good cholesterol, and slight weight gain. However, both were minor. All men passed safety tests, including indicators of kidney and liver function, according to the study. Despite having low levels of circulating testosterone, very few subjects reported symptoms consistent with testosterone deficiency or excess, Page said. These promising results are unprecedented in the development of a prototype male pill. Longer-term studies are currently underway to confirm that DMAU taken every day blocks sperm production. Wow. Wow. All I can say, men, don't do it. Do not do it. Yep. Do not do it. But I've heard men actually saying that they'll take it if it means no churn. However, I think, now this is just my thoughts on it. If you take these pills for a prolonged amount of time, you might as well call yourself transgender. And I'm going to leave it at that. Right, D-Man? Wow. I wouldn't do it, guys. It would be a no for me if I was a man. I'm supposed to have churn. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, moving on to the next topic, which is Jocelyn Hernandez and her man getting sued because they jumped on supposedly the cast of her cabaret show. So let's see what they talking about. So it says Jocelyn Hernandez and Ballistic Beats accused of assault during Jocelyn's Cabaret Las Vegas reunion. D-Man said nope. Okay, the reunion special for Jocelyn's Cabaret Las Vegas was full of violence and chaos, leading to one cast member ending up in the hospital. Amber Ali went to social media and accused Jocelyn Hernandez and her boyfriend, producer Ballistic Beats, of physically assaulting her. She went on Instagram Live with fellow cast member Kay Capri while she was in the hospital after the alleged attack and showed off her bruised ribs and detailed what happened. I'm in the hospital because Jocelyn kicked me and Ballistic attacked me, she said. I only came to the hospital because my ribs are very bruised because Jocelyn had some big ass boots on and she kicked me. She added that Ballistic also participated in the attack and she plans to take legal action against him. He ripped my real hair out. We're going to handle this in court, she continued. He's going to jail, no questions asked. I'm not stopping and I'm going to get an order of protection on him. While on Instagram Live, Kay Capri also alleged that Hernandez was under the influence of cocaine. She added that since the couple have past felonies, they fled the scene to avoid having police contact. If any of us would have told the police that she was high off coke, they would have drug tested her there and she would have went to jail, Kay Capri said. Ali said she plans on suing the Zeus network as well for allowing the mayhem to take place. I'm considering suing Zeus as well because y'all did that for their protection, she said about Hernandez and Ballistic being able to leave the premises. That's not right. Ballistic put his hands on me. Y'all should have held him back until the police got there and y'all should have let him go to jail. Let's watch the clip.
They was mad. They was so mad. Like, how can you be so mad if y'all got all this motherfucking fame and followers and Gucci and like, why y'all so mad at us then?
She got mad when I start saying, "Get that money, baby.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
you.
Did you hear me?
Put that
I
dick
kept
in
saying.
me. I come from the
I kept saying,
streets."
don't take me
She
back
jumped
to the.
up when I started
Don't
singing
take me
that
back
boy.
to the
She
strip
couldn't
club,
fake it.
Stevie. Don't take me back to the strip. I kept calling her Chanelica and all that shit.
Oh my God.
That shit was funny.
Yes, I'm in the hospital because Jocelyn kicked me and Ballistic attacked me, but I only came to the hospital because my ribs are very bruised because Jocelyn has some big ass boots on and she kicked me. My ribs look like this. So I have to make sure that my ribs aren't broken or bruised. Other than that shit, I'm good. Ballistic just ripped my hair off my head. He ripped my real hair out. Like, we gonna handle this in court. It's all good.
Oh yeah, he's going to jail.
He's going to jail. No questions asked. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna continue and I'm gonna get an order of protection on him. I'm doing everything. Like, I'm gonna.
Wow. I don't even know what to say about this because they signed up to be on the show and they know Jocelyn is crazy. But her dude don't need to be jumping on girls though. That's weak. Let's see what the other girl said.
When you were screaming at the end, who was you screaming at? I heard y'all doing a lot of
Ballistic.
screaming.
Ballistic. I was screaming at Ballistic for touching you like that. I was so mad. And then Candy on the Stick was trying to fight again, but I'm like, girl, you didn't do nothing.
I wish I would have saw y'all fighting, but as soon as y'all started fighting, Raven
Oh, we
jumped up
fought
and Diamond
again.
jumped
When
up.
everybody
And
left,
I had to.
when everybody left, we fought again. It was 3 of them against me.
Really?
Yeah, we fought again. No cameras though. I threw a
Really?
bottle of water at Candy on the Stick and hit her in the face. So she got mad and tried to run up. And then Raven said, "K Capri, you got my $40? I need my $40. I need my $40. I know you need your $40, bitch.
Right.
I know you need it."
My fucking ribs hurt
The
so
internet gonna eat them
bad.
up. Well, I don't know if they gonna air this. They might not air this.
Well, Ballistic going to jail. He put his hands on me.
Oh, he going to jail. You know they left because he a felon. They felons. So they
Oh,
left.
yeah?
They
They got to
left.
be double felons.
Yeah, they left and got on the
They're
plane.
both on here.
They left and got on the plane tonight. She a felon and she was high off coke. So if any of us, while the police was there, if any of us would have told the police that she was high off coke, they would have drug tested her there and she would have went to jail. So she had to leave. And now that you're pressing charges,
That's why I'm pressing charges. That's why I'm thinking about considering suing Zeus as well, because y'all did that for their protection, and that's not right. Ballistic put his hands on me. Y'all should have held him back until the police got there, and y'all should have let him go to jail. But what y'all do? Y'all let them leave, and so I gotta protect me. And he should have never got to me. How was a man able to attack a female on a set of a cast? But they wouldn't let us get to Jocelyn like that. But
I'm
they let
trying to
him
tell
get
you,
to
every
us.
time I swung at her, security created a wall. When I came out the second time after I changed my clothes,
It sounds like that might have been in the contract. Did y'all read the contract for the show, ladies? It's not funny, but I hope she got witnesses that witnessed him pulling out her hair and whatever else he did to her. Because she said Jocelyn is the one who left the bruises on her ribs. So let's see what this says.
It's so bogus. He bogus as hell. You a whole fucking man. You gonna put your hands on me? Gee, I'm like in a state of shock, y'all. Like, it ain't nothing that man can say to justify why he rushed me like that last night. I get I knocked your bitch out, but your bitch is steady rushing me, steady attacking, just kicked the shit out of me. When Jocelyn kicked me, Ballistic like, yeah, Amber, you gonna keep running up and she gonna keep doing it to your ass. She gonna drop kick your ass again. He was airing it on, geeking it up when she kicked me. But soon as I deck her ass, now you wanna rush me? What the fuck you think this is? This ain't Jocelyn's world. This
And underneath that, it says Hernandez took to Twitter to boast about being violent towards the cast members. I Mortal Kombat, one hoe, pimp slapped another, one pushed one into last night's episode, kicked down a few on the ground. I slapped fire out of everyone on that stage, me and my crew. Wait for it, she tweeted. In response to Ali, she posted, keep crying from your hospital bed with your broken ribs. One kick you flew into next date, rotten mouth asshole. Jocelyn had to been high. Oh my God. And for you dumb bitches, when you signed up for a reality show, you cannot file lawsuits against anyone on the show. You dummies, read one tweet. I have too much money to have time for bitches that don't make me no money, she continued. So if you don't work for me, please kindly mind your broke down business and go get a fucking job, dog face, mad, jealous, envious, drunk. HH. The Zeus Network also released a statement saying that they do not condone any of the violence that took place and will be investigating the incident. Currently, we are conducting a thorough review of the events that took place during the Jocelyn's Cabaret reunion taping, the statement read. The safety of our talent, crew, guests, and fans is our top priority. Yeah. Well, like I said, if that man did all of that to them, then somebody should be a witness to whatever Ballistic did to that girl. But as far as Jocelyn jumping on them, I think they signed up for that. Because you already know Jocelyn is going to jump on you. Point blank, period. We know that from every reality show she done been on. She jump on the men, she jump on the women, she jump on the girls, boys, children, and animals. So, that's kind of like understood. So, what y'all think about it? I don't watch the show. I think I saw like one free episode on YouTube. And I think Jocelyn is hilarious. But I'm not finna pay for no subscription to watch her. But that's just me. Let me get into the comments. D-Man says, so no authority figure thought she was high and dude hitting a woman. Security who? It could be that the security that was there could have been Jocelyn and her dude's bodyguards. Why is this phone so loud? Why don't I turn this off? So they gonna protect the ones who paying them. Cause notice how the Ali girl kept saying that they wouldn't let them get to Jocelyn. So every time they decided to buck up against Jocelyn or throw some blows at Jocelyn, the security was on them. So, it's just a crazy situation, all I can say. But you signed up for it. I don't know how that lawsuit gonna go. Moving on. The next thing is about my girl. Now, it's Kiki Wyatt. That girl can sing. But that's not why she's in the news. Or why, that's not why she's in the news right now. So, let me share with y'all the screen. It says Kiki Wyatt addresses the negativity around sharing her unborn child's genetic disorder. And for those of you who don't know, that is Kiki, a singing woman. Kiki can sing. If you ain't never heard her, y'all need to look her up. Anyway, so it reads, because I really wanted to know what happened with this. It says Kiki Wyatt recently posted a special prayer on social media for all those who had something negative to say about she and her husband sharing they learned their unborn child has a genetic disorder. The singer addressed a lengthy message to all the rude, cruel people that took time out of their day to get on social media and make disparaging and morbid comments about her pregnancy. Wyatt felt moved to be transparent with her fans and share that her unborn child has trisomy 13, a rare genetic disorder, during a performance she gave this past weekend. I explained to them the day after my maternity photo shoot that my husband and I received the news that our baby tested positive for trisomy 13 per the doctor. It was a moment that wasn't planned during my show, but at the end of the day, I felt in my spirit to share or encourage other women that might have to face this battle. Wyatt Penn. For all of the disgusting people out there that are wishing ill on me and my baby, say what you want. Say what y'all want about me. I'm used to it. No weapon formed against me will prosper anyway. But an innocent unborn baby, be careful putting your mouth on people, the singer warned. I pray that God gives you grace when life comes knocking on your front door and you won't reap what you're sowing. Towards the end of her message, the R&B Divas Atlanta alum thanked those who more appropriately sent positive vibes her way since revealing the concerning update on her pregnancy status. I will not let the negativity drain all of my positive energy. I worked hard and my husband and I take care of all our children with no help but God's, okay? We will continue to believe the report of the Lord. God's will be done, she wrote at the post end. Wow. Wyatt announced she's expecting her 11th child with her husband Zachariah Darren in February. The child will be the couple's second together, U.S. Magazine reports. Trisomy 13, also called Pateau syndrome, refers to the rare genetic disorder when someone is born with 3 copies of genetic material from chromosome 13 instead of 2 copies, which is standard according to Mount Sinai. The disorder occurs in about 1 in every 10,000 newborns, and those born with trisomy 13 also have congenital heart disease. Sadly, over 90% of babies with trisomy 13 die within their first year of life. We wish Wyatt and her brood, the best as she continues through this challenging stage of motherhood. Yeah, and you know what? It might not even be anything wrong with her baby. Sometimes those tests are faulty. But at the same time, like my daughter has trisomy 21, so I understand what she's going through. And I don't know what these people were saying to her, but I'm sure, they might have been saying something about maybe she needs to stop having so many kids, or maybe she's too old, or whatever like that. But that type of thing happens to even young people, healthy people. Your age doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like with all of this stuff going on with the food and all these chemicals in the medication, in the air, you just never know. And all these different vaccines, all of that stuff affects your eggs. So people need to stop. And like she said, unborn, the baby ain't even born yet. But like I said, some of these tests can be faulty. But anyway, let me know y'all thoughts on that. I hope Kiki has another healthy, bouncing baby. And I hope it's normal and healthy. Just for the haters. Anywho, what do y'all think about that? I guess no one has anything to say. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I hope she have a healthy baby, and I hope that baby can sing like the mama. I sure do. Anyway, and even if something is wrong with the baby, that doesn't mean that it can't live and thrive. Talking about a year old, it only lives to be a year old. Child, anyway. I don't believe that part either. Moving on. Now this was interesting. That Candy Burris is supposed to be leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Jeannie Mai is supposed to be taking her spot. I don't know. I don't know much about Jeannie Mai, but I know that after she got with Young Jeezy and they got pregnant, that girl, she has been wearing out all of the details about her relationship and that baby. So I don't know if people really like her. I haven't watched any of her stuff or follow anything concerning her. But I don't know if people like her. I guess she'll be a good fit for the show. But I don't know. Anyway, let's see what this report is saying. It says Candy responds to rumors Jeannie Mai is joining RHOA after The Real gets canceled, allegedly. Recently, there was this rumor that Jeannie Mai from The Real possibly joining the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The report was that Jeannie had filmed a scene for the show and had done really well in her scene and had impressed producers with her professionalism, and so she was being asked to join the show. What they mean by professionalism? She said, now here's the thing. I'm cool with Jeannie and I love her, so please, I would love for her to come on, like for the next season. I don't know if somebody wants her to come through. I mean, it would be great to see her. I would love for her to be a part. We're friends, so let me be the one to bring her on. It sounds like Candy is definitely open to Jeannie joining the show next season, but it just hasn't happened yet for this season. It was announced yesterday in a Jasmine brand exclusive that The Real Talk Show is set to be canceled after this season and will not be returning next season. So maybe we will or maybe we won't see Jeannie Mai on the next season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but just not this upcoming season. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Oh, never mind. We can't do that. Should I play this? No. Well, what are y'all thoughts on that? I mean, like I said, what did D-Man say? Candy has never been the housewife, so sounds like she should have never been on that show at all, taking money from another individual. Well, ultimately, none of them was housewives, was it? I think the only one who was actually a housewife was Nene. I don't know, y'all. It really doesn't matter to me because I don't even really watch the show. Sometimes I'll watch the reunion just to see what happened during the whole season. But now that they've changed the characters so much, or the housewives so much, I don't even bother with that anymore. I like the original cast. So yeah, guys, this is about it for this particular live stream. This is the topics that I wanted to finish discussing on yesterday. So that's all I have. Does anybody want to call in? That number is 512-981-6932 and let me know your thoughts on today's show's topics. The phone lines are open. Alright, D-Man said he ain't calling tonight. I guess he did enough commentary in the chat. Alright. Well, with that being said, I don't guess nobody else gonna call in. My phone is not ringing. So y'all, remember that all the videos and live streams that get blocked on YouTube for copyright issues will be uploaded to our Instagram channel, so please subscribe to that as well. The link is in the description box, and you will need to download the app to utilize its features. And with that being said, thanks to you all for chilling with us tonight. I really appreciate your time and energy. I look forward to interacting with you all in the future. Be sure to follow us on our other platforms. Peace and love, and as always, be blissful.
wood and leather. You can catch me South Beach in the drop top. Or in the middle of somebody dance floor, like whatever drop. I keep it hood for you, baby, cause on the down low, mama know it's good for you, baby. Bottle of Henny for you, me in a mini for you. Show you some love, that's if I got any for you. I can make it from the dollars to the pennies for you. Backing it up and then I bend it for you. But I don't come cheap, so you gotta break Trina off if you really want the right young breed. Pussy good, couple pumps, ski ski. But first I need that new Bentley. It should be a crime, being this fine. And I get what I want, I let them see it from behind. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Make it clap like my hands for you. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Make it clap like my hands for you. Yeah, stay fixed, nails stay fixed. Keep niggas hotter than Project Bricks. Paparazzi wanna know if I'm gay when I'm the reason why Shaq came to MIA. Dropping like as though your old man would've fainted on me. Maybe because the jeans look like they was painted on me. And my shoe game oh so vicious. I'm what your taste buds need, cause I'm so delicious. Diamond princess, how could you forget this? Slip and slide records in the hood, be my witness. I'm the baddest thing walking the block, and you the saddest thing stuck in the cop. I'm the 305, butter pecan thighs, pretty brown eyes in the 745. You could keep up with me. I'm the diamond mommy drinking from a gold bottle. Grown women say I'm their role model. Swallow that. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Make it clap like my hands for you. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? I make it clap like my hands for you. Now where my real bitches at that be taking it off and keep them players straight, breaking them off? That's how you do that, damn. And Trina won't lie to you. It's sugar coated and it's fly to you. It's like smoking on the crib, lighting up a dip, popping one and putting some of me up on your lips, on your lips. And ain't no better high than me, baby. Call me sunshine, cause you could touch the sky with me, baby. Purses and shoes by Louis Gucci, all from the pretty face and ghetto booty. What you want, baby? For me and you to do a porn, baby, until you beat it to the morn, baby. I'm extra sexual and intellectual, could do us both, just so professional. And I could wobbly on it and take my phone calls like you can't bother me on it. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Make it clap like my hands for you. Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Want me to do my little dance for you? Make it clap like my hands for you.
Shake with it, shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it. Don't be fake with it. Shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it. Don't be fake with it. Shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it. Don't be fake with it. Shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it, shake the shake with it. Don't be fake with it.
I keep it hood for you, baby, cause on the down low, mama know it's good for you, baby. I keep it hood for you, baby, cause on the down low, mama know it's good for you, baby. And ain't no better high than me, baby. Call me sunshine, cause you could touch the sky with me, baby. And ain't no better high than me, baby. Call me sunshine, cause you